Hello! Today we are going to learn a very useful skill in arithmetic, how to convert recurring decimals into common fractions. In this lesson, we will cover three main objectives. First, we'll understand the notation of recurring decimals. Second, we will learn how to convert recurring decimals to fractions using algebraic subtraction. And finally, we'll apply a shortcut method for faster conversion. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to transform any repeating decimal, no matter how complex, into its simplest fractional form. Let's start with an example. We want to convert 5.23457, where the digits 457 recur, into a common fraction. First, let's write out the decimal to see the repetition clearly. 5.23457 recurring is equal to 5.23457, 457, and so on. To eliminate the recurring part, we multiply the number by powers of 10. First, we multiply by 100,000 to move the decimal point after the first recurring block. Next, we multiply the original number by 100 to move the decimal point just before the recurring part starts. Now, by subtracting these two equations, the recurring decimals cancel each other out. We get 5.23457 recurring times 99,900 equals 522,934. Finally, we solve for our recurring decimal and simplify the fraction. We find it equals 522,930, 4 over 99,900. This simplifies to 261,467 over 49,950. Which is 5 and 11,717 over 49,950. Now, let's look at a much faster shortcut method. We want to convert 45.2346, where the digits 2 through 6 recur. The formula is the full number without decimal points minus the non-recurring part, all divided by as many 9s as there are recurring digits, followed by as many 0s as there are non-recurring digits after the decimal. Performing the arithmetic, we get 451,894 over 9,990. This reduces to 225,947 over 4,995, which is 45 and 1,172 over 4,995. Let's try one more for practice. 32.567, where 567 are all recurring. Using the shortcut, take 32,567, subtract the non-recurring part 32, and divide by 999, since there are 3 recurring digits. This gives us 32,535 over 999. Dividing by common factors, we get 3,615 over 111. Then 1,205 over 37, which equals 32, and 21 over 37. Now it's your turn. Try converting these 4 recurring decimals into common fractions to test what you've learned. Let's start with a detailed example to understand the logic behind the conversion. We want to convert the decimal 5.23457, where the digits 4, 5, and 7 are recurring, into a common fraction. The dots over the 4 and the 7 indicate that the sequence 457 repeats infinitely. Our goal is to eliminate the infinite repeating part. To do this, we can multiply the number by powers of 10 to shift the decimal point. First, let's move the decimal point so that one full repeating block is on the left side of the decimal. Since there are 5 digits after the decimal point in total, including the first repeat, we multiply by 100,000. Next, we want to move the decimal point so it sits right before the first repeating digit starts. There are 2 non-repeating digits, 2 and 3, so we multiply the original number by 100. Notice that the decimal parts now match exactly. Now, we subtract the second equation from the first. By subtracting, the infinite decimals cancel out perfectly, leaving us with a simple algebraic equation. To find our fraction, we just divide by 99,900. Finally, we simplify the fraction by dividing both the numerator and denominator by their common factors, and then convert it into a mixed number. So, our final answer is 5 and 11,717 over 49,950. Now that we understand the logic, let's look at a shortcut method. This method allows us to write the fraction directly without doing the full algebraic subtraction. Let's convert 45.2346, where 3, 4, and 6 are recurring. To use the shortcut, we follow a simple rule for the numerator and the denominator. For the numerator, take the entire number as if there were no decimal point and subtract the part that does not repeat. Here, we take 452,346 and subtract 452. This gives us 451,894. For the denominator, we look only at the digits after the decimal point. We write a 9 for every recurring digit and a 0 for every non-recurring digit. Since there are 3 recurring digits and 1 non-recurring digit, we write 3 9s followed by 1 0. So, our denominator is 9,990. Let's put it all together. So, our fraction is 451,894 over 9,990. Now we simplify. Dividing both numbers by 2 gives us 220 to 5,947 over 4,995. Converting this to a mixed fraction, we get 45 and 1,172 over 4,995. This shortcut is much faster once you get the hang of it. Let's practice the shortcut method one more time with another example. We will convert 32.567, where 5, 6, and 7 are all recurring, into a common fraction. The dots over the 5 and the 7 tell us that the entire block of 5, 6, 7 repeats. Let's apply our numerator and denominator rules. First, we take the entire number as if there were no decimal, which is 32,567. Then, we subtract the non-repeating part, which is just 32. This gives us a numerator of 32,535. Now for the denominator. Look at the digits after the decimal point. 5, 6, and 7. All 3 are part of the recurring cycle. Since there are 3 recurring digits and 0 non-recurring digits after the decimal, we write 3 9s. Our denominator is 999. Placing the numerator over the denominator, we get 32,535 over 999. Now, we simplify by finding common factors. Both numbers are divisible by 9. They are further divisible by 3. Finally, we convert this improper fraction into a mixed number. 37 goes into 1,205 32 times, with a remainder of 21. So, the final fraction is 32 and 21 over 37. You've now mastered 2 ways to convert these decimals. Now it is your turn to practice. To truly master this concept, you should try converting these 4 recurring decimals into common fractions on your own, using the methods we just discussed. Take a moment to pause the video and try to solve these. Remember the rules. For the numerator, subtract the non-repeating part from the total digits. For the denominator, use 9s for the repeaters and 0s for the non-repeaters after the decimal. Let's recap what we've learned. We identified recurring notation, performed algebraic subtraction to eliminate infinite decimals, applied the shortcut rule for numerators and denominators, and simplified fractions to mixed numbers. We have successfully covered how to handle various types of recurring decimals, whether they start repeating immediately after the decimal or have a delay. You now have the tools to convert them accurately. Great job today. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next lesson.